My name is Mike Sloan, and I'm the president and owner of the Hermann Wurst Haus, located in downtown Hermann, Missouri. And after working for someone else for 44 years in the meat and sausage business, my wife and I decided to open up our own business. So when we did that in September of 2001, we purchased a abandoned building that had been vacant for 5 years. And prior to it being vacant for 5 years, it was an auto parts store. So what we did is we got rid of all the spark plugs and fan belts and things I didn't think I was going to need to make sausage with. And now we make 45 flavors of bratwurst, 12 flavors of bacon, 10 flavors of summer sausage, 7 flavors of craft beer we make, 5 flavors of craft soda, 2 flavors of craft wine, in addition to custom processing and indoor, outdoor seating and dining. And we advertise it as a hybrid German deli. I had never in my life planned on getting into the beer, wine, and soda business. But I soon found out that when you feed somebody a sausage, a bratwurst, on a bun with kraut, German mustard, pretty soon they want a beverage to go with that. So we therefore got into the business of beer and wine and soda. And if I'm putting my name on my bratwurst or on my summer sausages or on my bacon, I figured it made sense to put my name on a bottle of beer or a bottle of soda or a bottle of wine. So what that does, it just enhances our brand. And that is very important to me to be able to enhance our brand. And people like that experience. So not only am I selling the beer, the soda, the wine, the sausage, the bratwurst, the bacon, I'm selling the experience. And I can get more money for the experience than what I can the product. People like that. And that is what helps us get through difficult days of COVID and other things that might come up. The Hermann Wurst Haus is owned by myself and my wife, Lynette. Together, we are 100% owners, and we have key people in key positions that manage certain areas of the business. And those key people are here most every day. The size of our business is such that we are currently just busting out of the walls. And we are in a downtown location. The physical footprint is about 12,000 square feet, 2 levels, and we are landlocked. We have businesses all the way around us. So as the business grows, the physical size of the business is impossible to grow. So we do what we have to do in a footprint that is stressed, but we make up for it by buying new and great equipment. And that new or great equipment will enable us to produce more in a smaller footprint. One of the things that I think that we do better than a lot of meat businesses out there is our marketing and or our approach to marketing. As I've been in the business for 55, 54 years, I was a sausage maker. And the problem with being a sausage maker is you make sausage. You don't sell sausage. So when you have someone who just makes it, unless you got a team of experts selling it, you don't need to make sausage again until you sell it. So in my life, when I started out as a young man making sausage, I love it. I still love it. The only thing I like better than making sausage is selling it. Now, it's easier for me to train someone to make great sausage. So therefore, I am the marketer. I sell the products. When you sell the products, it keeps the back going and it keeps the cash registers running. Our distribution is nationwide because we do shipping nationwide. And we've been doing distribution nationwide by shipping to the end consumer, mail order. So folks will contact us by phone or by email or our website, and we will gather, we will pack, and we will styrofoam ship gel packs to consumers throughout the United States. That part of the business is up and down based on the holidays. The other part of our business is private label. Individuals, farmers, ranchers, people who want to, or that they are raising their own livestock, but they don't know how to process it. So they do one side of the fence, we do the other side of the fence. So that part of the operation is private labeling. They supply the meat, and we will process it. We will smoke, we will cut, we will wrap, we will package under their label. Now, those folks will do and sell at farmers markets or to their family or their friends or their neighbors or in-laws or outlaws or whoever they want to sell to. The other part of the distribution is I have some distributors who distribute our products to some chain stores. Now, those chain stores are in central Missouri, and then we do some of our own distribution by our private truck. And then, of course, probably the biggest one is our in-store traffic. And our retail store is huge, and we have hundreds, if not thousands, of different meat products in our store, and we're open 7 days a week. So those folks will come in the store, and they will shop and gather and purchase what they want. And those folks will buy stuff to be shipped also. The first class I offered in January 2012 was a wurst making class, where folks would pay me money and they would come in and they would learn how to make bratwurst, of which we make 45 flavors. So we put it out there on our website and Facebook. The class sold out. Well, whenever you're doing something and you see it promising, you're going to do it again. So many of those people took my Wurst 101 class. But each class consists of 2.5 hours of instruction, hands-on. They get to keep a couple of pounds of sausage or bacon or summer sausage, whatever it is we're making in class. They also get a wine, Wurst, beer, sample taste testing. They get a meal included. They get 10% off all purchases in a Wurst House goodie bag. So many people took my Wurst 101 and they would come back and say, well, what's next? Well, I hadn't thought that far ahead. I was just going to do it one and done type thing, but they wanted more. So then I started offering a bacon 101 class. Again, they come in, they learn how to make the 12 flavors of bacon, wine, Wurst, beer sample taste testing, meal included, 10% off purchases, a great time, and a goodie bag. Many people took the Wurst 101, they took the bacon 101, then they wanted something else. So I offered a summer sausage 101, same thing. Then we offered those 3 classes, and they come back and they say they want something else. So, now I'm really being impressed. I got to come up with something else. So that's when we started doing the whole hog butchery class. It was a way to get people into my store during the winter months, and it was a way for these folks to become my messengers. We track our sales through the people who take my classes. And over the past 8 years, I have figured up at times that there's probably 6,000 people who have taken those classes. Those 6,000 people are my best customers because they come back. But when they come back, they don't come back alone. They bring friends with them. And that's the great thing. The meat source that I have here comes from 3 sources. 2 of those 3 sources I own, or I am part owner. So not only is the Wurst House, but I have 2 other businesses that I am part-time owners of. And those 2 businesses are slaughter facilities, a couple local farmers to supply us with beef, supply us with pork. So the beef and pork are slaughtered at my 2 other part-time facilities that I'm owner of. We bring them here in our refrigerator truck. We break them down. We make our chops, our steaks, our boneless pork for sausage, hams, and bacons of things of that sort. Now, at different times of the year, I got to buy more meat than what they can supply, particularly around Christmas and the holidays. Christmas is a lot of hams. So, you only get 2 hams off of a pig, and I sell more hams than what I can produce. That type of product will come from another packer, such as Cargill, or some of the pork from the big 3 or 4 pork processors in the United States. Now, that's peak season, holidays, things of that sort. But otherwise, we process what we sell, and we slaughter what we sell. So my process for making innovative new products has been from a early age in the meat and sausage business. I wanted to compete, and I wanted to gauge my products against other products out there in the world. So when you first start making products, sausages, bratwurst, ham, bacon, jerky, snack sticks, and you take great pride in your work, and I would not compete. I would not compete because without my products are good. Well, the reason they're good is because I made them. That's the pride factor. And then eventually you compete, you enter something. And then you enter your pride and joy and it comes in last. And that is to be expected because you don't get to the top until you get beat up. So we got beat up. And that, signified that I needed to do something else to make it better. And so we got serious and got started learning more and started looking at what our process was. And then you start to compete, and then you start to win. Once you start winning some awards for your sausage or ham or bacon, that desire keeps going. So over the years, we've competed in Missouri, many grand champions in Missouri. We've competed nationally, many grand champions nationally. And recently we have competed internationally. And that international competition is in Frankfurt, Germany, hosted by the German Butchers Association. And that competition in Germany is the oldest, largest sausage competition in the world. And when you enter competition in Germany, you receive a gold, silver, bronze, or you go home. And there's one way and one way only to win a gold medal from the German Butchers Association in Frankfurt, Germany. It has to be a perfect score. So of the 29 medals that I've won from Germany, I think about 21 or 22 of those 29 medals are perfect scores, gold medals. So one of the biggest challenges for this business, and I would think for any business as you are in the growth mode, is staffing and employees. Hard to come by, and you'll hear that, and most people will know that. I think it's important to grab onto the good ones and keep them and reward them, and others may come and go. I think as a business, as long as you have a core, you can support the core with other people around them. So as our business has grown from 2 employees to 4 employees to now about 18, 19 employees, we need to keep a certain level of productivity and also a certain high quality standard. So as you teach more people your process, that you don't lose the quality. That is so important that when you start to get bigger, bigger is okay, but the quality has to grow also. The greatest opportunity for our business is that we are so unique. Not many people can take a live animal and make it into the best summer sausage or the best bratwurst that you've ever had in your life. And so that's pretty unique. People need to know that because you don't find that everywhere. I think it's important that you communicate with those people, your customers, the base, that that is who you are. And how do you do that? You do that by standing at the front door. Do that by answering the phone. You do that by saying hi. You do that by what can I do for you? What do you need? Are you here for shopping? Are you here for eating, processing? What can we do? You got to stay out front of people. The worst thing you do is hide behind the doors. So, as owners or business people, you need to be out front, especially in 2020 when the world and the economy is unpredictable, changes daily or weekly. Nobody knows, but they want to know. People want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what do you have. And they want to feel safe.